Chloe, so welcome back to another video. As you can see from the background, I'm not in my normal place. I'm in Lincoln, and yeah, I've just got cool videos coming up for you guys. So if you are new here, make sure you hit the subscribe button and turn on that notification. Hey guys, so this is a university mukbang, and we're just going to basically be chatting about uni and while eating McDonald's. So just to start with, I do English at the University of Northampton. Lucy does English lit, like the same as me, at University of Lincoln, and Amy does drama at the University of Lincoln. So these two go to the same uni but do different courses. We do the same course but go to different unis, so it should be fun. So yeah, let's just get on with the video.
Yay!
What should we talk about? I don't know what to talk about.
The depression?
Huh?
The depression?
No, depression.
It's a great depression.
Let's start with freshers.
Oh, I had the worst freshers experience ever because I was so ill.
Well, you were ill, weren't you, though?
Yeah.
I felt
Whereas
so
our
bad.
freshers experience was just like uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Like with people that you don't know.
I feel like I went too hard, and like the wristbands were the most confusing thing. And like we said this before about the fact that when you first start, you kind of think that you have to buy certain wristbands.
Yeah.
But it's actually easier. Like I bought two of the club ones to here, and they're basically the same thing. But you bought a student union one,
Yeah.
and it was better for her.
Yeah.
Whereas like, I didn't go to a lot of them.
If everyone in your flat has a different wristband,
Yeah.
then you say like 3 people in the flat have like the SU one, but other people have something else.
That was literally
You want to
my
go as a flat, yeah, to the SU thing, but then 2 people have got other wristbands, but then they've got to pay for the SU event.
Yeah. So I think that you should just like pay on the door for stuff,
I
because
agree.
at least then you can
Yeah.
decide what you want. And my flatmate did that. It was so much easier for her.
And the only good thing about a freshers wristband is like it's good value for money if you go to everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which
If
I
you go out
didn't.
every night into all the day things as well.
I didn't.
So at
I
Northampton,
died like midway.
yeah, at Northampton it was 2 weeks long. So
It was here.
yeah, but like during the day we had subject things that we had to go to. It wasn't like completely freshers. And obviously it depends on what subject you have. So like for English, I was literally in like all day every day doing stuff that was preparing me for like the start.
Yeah, like library chores and stuff.
Yeah, and then like my other friends were barely in, which was like a little bit frustrating because I was like I want to get to know people, etc. But yeah, but I definitely agree with these girls. Like don't buy a wristband. It's so
Don't
expensive
feel
what
like
it
you
is.
have to.
Yeah.
Like
don't.
we've already said for like next year, like we're not buying wristbands, are we? We're just gonna get
No.
tickets to the things we're gonna go to. Because I think I went on 3 nights out and then we went to watch The Greatest Showman, like the outdoor cinema.
Oh,
That was not worth
so
£60.
No.
Right,
Yeah.
not worth it
It's
at
so
all.
much cheaper just to go on your own back.
I
Yeah.
paid, and it was like a £5.
Yeah, exactly. So it's
So they
just
didn't really check either. Or, I mean, when they did towards the beginning. But
Ah.
you could have got away for it if you turned up later.
Yeah. Also, freshers is not the best week of your life. It's
No,
not.
It really isn't. It's so overrated.
Yeah.
Like for me and Amy, obviously being away, we didn't know anyone apart from each other.
Yeah.
You're in a flat full of people you don't know and you've got to go on nights out with them. But fair enough, like we get on alright with our flats and we definitely did during freshers. But like, you don't know anyone, you're going out with people you don't know for a whole week, you're getting drunk with people that you don't feel comfortable around. Everyone's super friendly during freshers because
Even
everyone
new
wants to make
places as well.
friends. Yeah.
Like, and you're in a new like city, and like for us, this is so much different than back home. Like I feel safer here than I do back home.
Yeah.
Like I walked back from Lucy's, which isn't that far, but it's still like scary.
Yeah.
But not like, because I've got campus security near me. That
It's just
walk
all different.
up and down all the time, so I feel more safe.
Like for us as well during freshers, the last thing I wanted to do was go out. Like it was so weird being like in this room like by myself that I just wanted to like get used to being here. I didn't want to be like going out getting drunk all the time.
Yeah.
Like,
Money as well.
Yeah, I think as well, like, you don't know if you're going to be okay to go to every event. Like me,
you're really
like,
ill.
yeah, I really
Especially
wanted
for
to go to everything, even if it meant, like, obviously I had to drive every night to go to stuff, so I wasn't really drinking. But, most of the time, after my full day of doing, like, introduction stuff, I was so ill that I literally just went home and got into bed. As you'll see in my freshers vlog, if you've watched that, I had a crap time during freshers, I hated it. And obviously you don't know how, if you're going to be okay, if you're going to be really ill. So definitely just buy
Just buy the tickets.
Yeah.
If that's an option. I don't know if every uni can do that.
It's like club.
But I'd say you'd be able to, like both our unis do.
Yeah. But with ours, it was like either you get a wristband or you like pay on the door.
Yeah. And it's just better to pay on the door. Unless you are someone and you know that you're going to go out every single night during freshers. And you're like, for me, like I was in contact with my flat from like results day. So we all got the same wristband. So that's fine. But if like you're like Amy, you're not in contact, or like
no, I was.
Or like
really
you're like
late
Chloe,
to
and you're
my
like
flat.
at home and you've got to drive to get there, and you don't know whether you will go every night, or you know you could be poorly.
Exactly.
And that is freshers. Also, none of you have anything to say on freshers.
What?
Don't think I have anything else to say on it.
It's just not that good. It's
Oh.
just overrated.
Freshers flu is an actual thing.
It is an
It is an actual thing. It
Like,
actually happens.
Like, I came in and I'm like, I heard about it, I was like, oh, it's not an actual thing. It genuinely is.
Yeah.
And like, you either get it at the beginning or you get it
Or
towards
you get
the
like
end.
week 3. Like
I got it quite late on. Like I
Yeah.
felt it quite early, but then it fully went because I was missing a lot of stuff because of it.
Yeah. I literally had freshers flu until my reading week, so for like 6 weeks. Like it was horrible. But you do because like everyone's ill.
My mate had it towards because we had our performance, and she had it like during like December, and like
Yeah. You will get it.
hits her
Yeah.
like
That's the point.
Just take loads of cold and flu tablets. Like make when like you pack to go, cold and flu tablets, cough medicine, hot water bottles, just like
Yeah, that's the thing. I didn't bring enough medicine. Amy's got like a little like doctor's kit in her room.
yeah.
And I literally have ibuprofen.
Oh yeah, because my family sent me like a medical pack, and it actually has genuinely helped me. Like
That's actually
I've had to
necessity.
buy like a few stuff like ibuprofen because I didn't have any. But like you do need it.
Yeah. With packing for uni, to be honest, my personal advice, pack everything you think you might want. And then when you get here and you're unpacking, you realise you don't have a room, you'll decide what you send back with your mum and dad.
Yeah, because I haven't got that much storage where I live, but you have. Like even looking around now, I've got a wardrobe which is quite small. I've got a cubby hole at the bit back, like at the top, and I've got like what 3 or 5 drawers, but they're like small, like so much smaller compared to yours.
Exactly.
And I've got a
Just pack whatever you think you might want. If you pack it, if you're going through like I was, and I was like, do I need this? Just put it in the like car, and then if it doesn't all fit in the car, that's when you can make like your decision.
Yeah.
Because packing for uni is so hard. Even like packing to go into uni for the day is so hard.
oh
Yeah.
Like 'cause you don't know what you want. Like
And it's the weather.
Like, do you take your laptop? Do you take your whole pencil case? What books do you take for like me and Chloe? Like when I go in on a Thursday and I have 3 back-to-back seminars of different modules, I've got to take in 3 novels plus everything else. So like, just packing to move to uni and actually to go into uni for the day
See, for me it's
is
fine.
difficult. For you,
For me,
you don't need any.
I didn't have
Just
water
drive
bottle.
not a real subject.
no, it's like it's real degree me. And it's like I take my water bottle, my notebook, and my pen pencil case.
Oh yeah, don't forget to pack a water bottle actually.
No, water bottle. And like I wear like now I wear like not workout stuff, but like gym kind of stuff. Like now I've got it. Like just leggings and like a top. That's all I wear.
Yeah.
I don't have that much washing because of it. And you will dress very sloppily for uni. Like, I didn't realise.
Unless you're Chloe.
Unless you're traveling,
Unless you're Chloe.
Unless you travel in.
No, or you travel in, because I found that travelling in, obviously I drive in every day, as you've seen in my vlogs, to a bus, get a bus to the uni. What I found is everyone who travels in dresses pretty much the same.
Yeah,
Like,
to be fair.
yeah,
I've noticed
everyone
that.
like dresses quite nicely.
You can tell.
Yeah, and then you get to campus and everyone's like in their pajamas.
Literally.
But for someone who travels in, it is quite nice to get up and get dressed to get ready.
Although
to
I do
go.
make an effort every now and then. I do.
Yeah. I think that's one of the main differences with like staying at home and staying at uni.
Yeah.
Like here, like because like we go on nights out more than you do because you have to drive to get
Yeah,
there
and
and then you
you've got
can't
to-
drink.
And then it's
Yeah.
expensive to park. as well.
Exactly. Whereas for us, so like if I'm going out on a Wednesday night and then on a Thursday, like I look like death. Like I just will go in a hoodie and a pair of leggings and I won't care.
Everyone looks like death on a Thursday night.
Yeah. Well, on a Thursday, like
You can
Wednesday,
tell
yeah.
who's been out.
Ours is Tuesday, Thursday. You can tell who's gone out. Because Monday we have this thing called Milk It, which is like a massive thing that our night uni night does. And you can always tell who's been out. It's so funny.
Yeah, it is funny. But with going out, just know your limits. Like
Yeah.
I think like
That was this term.
I
That was the
think
start of this
that
year.
year. I think like me and Chloe knew our limits like way before we went to uni.
Yeah, but Amy
You didn't.
didn't.
And like
No.
with uni as well, like it's
I
uni
didn't
culture
think
to
once.
have like drinking games and stuff. You don't have to do it. Like during freshers, I felt really uncomfortable with my flat. I didn't want to play like Ring of Fire or anything. I just kind of like wanted to sit there and just like sip at my vodka.
I still don't know how you play that.
But like that, they do get you drunk, so just like you need to know your limits. And like if you don't want to drink at uni, like uni isn't all about drinking. And if you don't want to drink, no one cares.
I don't drink. When I go out, I literally just have soft drinks. Because
Yeah.
A is 10 times cheaper because obviously I have to pay for parking. B, most of the time I have to leave like 2 hours before my lecture to get in on time. So if I have an 11, I'm leaving at like 9 o'clock in the morning. So there's no point in like getting absolutely slaughtered like all the time. Like you can enjoy yourself without having alcohol.
Yeah, you really
When
can.
I
Like
went
during
out,
freshers, I didn't get.
One of the girls didn't drink
Yeah.
on Friday. She was literally drinking Coke Zero,
Yeah.
and she was like getting in with it and like dancing with that, and she like wasn't drunk because she didn't need it.
Like uni isn't actually all like party. It's not. Like it's 90% of the time being alone in your bedroom, 5% of the
Me.
time in uni, and like literally like maybe 2% of the time you're out. Like going out once a week, I don't even do that. I'll go out more like, well, sometimes it's once a week, but sometimes it's like once every other week. Like you don't. There are people that obviously go out more than that.
My flat.
Yeah, my flat. But
Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday.
yeah, but you don't have to, and it doesn't matter if you're not like
Oh.
that. Like I think a lot of people are put off with going to uni because they think it's all about like getting
Yeah.
drunk, but it's not.
Which is what annoys me
It
so
depends on you.
much. Yeah. But it annoys me so much when you go around looking at universities and that's all the student ambassadors talk about.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm not coming to uni to get drunk. I'm
Yeah,
coming
literally.
to uni to get a
On my
degree.
opening day, when you asked the second year stuff, so everyone was asking about the nightlife, and I was like,
And I didn't ask
nightlife.
anyone about the nightlife. I asked
Mate,
about
it
the type
is-
of books I'll be reading.
It is a key factor because you will be doing it, but
Yeah.
it's not.
Well, not necessarily the nightlife, just know what the social life is
Yeah,
like.
it's social
like
more.
doing like sports, like I do a sport, and like the societies. Like a lot of
Very good
people,
science
like
sport.
with me, like I do a sport, so like I have that 4 times a week. I don't go 4 times a week, but it's on 4 times a week. And there are socials where we all go out getting drunk, like we did last week.
Yeah.
But then there's also we've got a go-karting social coming up. So yeah.
Oh my god, that sounds so
Yeah.
cool.
So like it's like every other. So like even sports and societies are understandable. Like if you don't want to drink, you don't have to drink.
No.
Like, and I think sports and societies, especially for someone that like lives away, do one. Like I just do one, and that's enough for me.
Yeah.
But it gets me because mine's in the evening. It gets me out of this room in the evening. Otherwise, I'll just be sat here and I'll miss home. Like especially during the first few weeks,
yeah.
I was just sat here like with my unicorn,
Pickle.
getting upset. So
I don't get upset about home, to be honest.
I think homesickness comes in like waves, and I think with you, like the wishing to be away comes in waves as well. Because like you think, oh, I wish that you were away, but then while you've been here, you're like, I'm excited for my own bed.
Yeah, that's the thing. As much as I love the whole idea of being away, obviously I've been away from home for what now 3 days, and I'm not gonna like I'm not being horrible to Amy and Lizzie, but I'm so looking forward to going home
Yeah.
tonight and
Yeah.
getting into my own bed. Like
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, but it's the same here though.
Yeah, like we get excited,
I-
but then
I
like when I'm
love
at home, I'm excited to come back here as well. Like it starts to feel more like home. Everyone says that like first that you definitely aren't comfortable until Christmas, whether you live away or not.
Yeah.
You're not comfortable
Yeah.
until Christmas because you haven't made established friends by that point. Because it's weird at uni though, because you make friends so quick. Like the friends I've got here are like the best
Yeah.
friends I've ever made, and I made friends with them in like 3 weeks, and we've been that close since like the 3rd week.
Yeah.
Because everyone's trying to make a friend, whether you're away or you're here. Everyone tries to make friends, don't they? And there's like, and you find
Yeah.
people.
But the thing is, don't feel like you have to be friends with everyone. Like that's one thing I've learned. Like you won't get on with everyone. Not everyone will like you. Like at the end of the day, you're your own person. If they don't like you, then so what? Like
Yeah.
just be friends with people that you know are genuine people.
And like we were saying the other day, at school is obviously a lot smaller. Like our sixth form was quite big, weren't it?
We were
But-
at 3 schools.
Exactly,
we're
like it
free
was a
school
big
combined.
sixth form. However, you were still friends with people because they would make. I don't want to sound horrible to my friends at home, but like the best of a bad bunch. Like they weren't 100% your people.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that about these two, but like you don't meet like you're here. You can actually be picky. Like on my course alone, there's 300 people, and that's just my course. And there's other people that you meet, like people that you live with, people that you do sports with, people that you know have like their friends.
Yeah.
Like you can actually afford to be picky. Like you can be like, if you like, you don't have to be friends with people for the sake of being friends with them at uni. Whereas at school, like you might be friends with that popular girl because, like, it's easier for you to do that. Here, popularity isn't a thing.
No.
First off, and
100% not.
like not in the slightest. There's no like mean girls group that there is in every single like
What would you do
secondary
if there
school.
was? I would
No, but the
probably
thing is, I
don't
reckon
know.
if there was, everyone would just be like, grow up.
Yeah, like you haven't grown up. If you're like, I think like there's not really that much bitchiness at uni. Or I certainly haven't encountered it. Apart from like when people don't do the washing up or haven't taken the bins out.
It's
Like
just flat stuff, though.
there's not
It's just general flat
bitchiness.
stuff.
And if people are bitchy, you just think, well, they're still in like secondary school mindset. Like they haven't grown up.
Yeah.
Like arguments, like no, I haven't had an argument with anyone since I've been here.
Don't
Like,
use.
no one. All right. No, but like you don't. It's
No, you
just,
don't.
it's so much, in my personal opinion, it's so much better than school.
Unless it's about house, that's pretty advantage.
Yeah, but
But yeah, just enjoy your first year, basically. Like,
oh my god, yeah, take
They'll-
advantage of the fact that nothing counts. Like that's
Yeah.
what I keep telling myself when I'm getting like,
Everyone's different as well.
yeah. But when you're getting really hung up, like we all do it, we get really hung up on the assignments that are due for first year. Understandably, like we want decent grades, but then like you have to put it in perspective that actually first year doesn't count, and I have to keep reminding myself that all
exactly,
the time.
Exactly.
Like, you know what? If I don't read a book for that week, for that seminar, I
We
don't
just
care.
have to get 40%.
Exactly.
Yeah.
As much as that's a
That's
bad
right.
attitude, obviously you're paying £9 for the year. You want to make the most of it.
Yeah,
At the same time, like, don't like put your mental health first and don't like get so hung up on it.
But going to be honest, right? Your lecturers do not give two craps.
Oh no, they don't know your names. Like no one.
See, mine,
Yeah,
mine
yours are
do.
smaller. Yeah,
because
tutors, but not lecturers.
Mine do because I have a small.
Unless you have
small
them for stuff as
classes.
well.
Mm. Yeah, you'll like Northampton. This is where like Northampton and Lincoln unis are very, very
Yeah.
different
Mm.
in the sense that one uni is bigger than the other. Like Northampton is a newer and smaller uni.
Yeah.
So with my lectures, my lecturer ain't got a clue who I am. My seminar tutor, there's only like 20 of us in the class and they don't have a clue who we
See,
are
that's
either.
the size of a lecture.
See, mine is
Yeah.
slightly different. Because
Yeah.
our lecturers are our seminar people and our workshop people. So they kind of know you. Like, I've got the same person as I had last semester. And he knows of me and he'll speak to me and my tutor will.
Yeah.
But I don't know a lot of the ones I've got this semester.
Oh,
Yeah.
who's a needle?
Whereas like my
I
personal
went to
tutor,
it.
who literally
Went to
has
it.
like 6 in a personal tutor group, does not know my name. And he will not, like I suppose if I emailed him like, oh I need your advice on this, like if I needed my advice when I was picking my second year options or something, he would probably help. But he still wouldn't know who I am. He probably wouldn't even register that I was in his like one of his seminar groups. Like they just don't really, it's not like school basically.
I
The
love my
teachers
personal
don't really
tutor.
like it.
But yeah.
I like my personal tutor.
Man's alright. It goes off on a tangent.
But it's
It's alright.
eccentric.
You just have a lot more freedom, like for work. Whereas in school, it was like you constantly have to check up with your teachers to make sure you're doing it right.
Yeah, and like
With uni-
detention if you don't do it, that
Yeah.
kind of thing.
But with
Doesn't
uni, if
matter,
you
no.
don't submit it, you fail. End of question.
If you
like-
don't turn up, they don't care.
Yeah,
Yeah.
literally.
But you're doing it to. I think that's the main
It's
difference
because you're
between
doing
like
it to yourself.
A level and like uni is the freedom, but which is it's nice,
It's
but
about
then
freedom
it's
as well.
fully on you to make sure your time management is good. Like for us, we're not in that much. I'm in 8 hours a week. You're in what?
10.
12.
So like, see, look, 8 hours, 12 hours. We do the same course.
Yeah,
But
but
like-
I have one more module.
Yeah, but like you have so 8 hours a week for me. Like I have Fridays off, obviously the weekend. Like the rest of that time, obviously I'm not just doing work for just 8 hours.
Yeah.
Like obviously it's still like work for like 40 hours, but it's up to you to time manage, and that's the main difference with school.
Oh,
and
But-
mine. There we go.
But the thing is, they say 40 hours a week, but to be honest, you can get away with doing at least
Don't
an
they
extra.
40 hours a week?
Yeah, you're supposed to do like 40 hours a
full-time
week.
job.
But the thing is, you can get away with doing 25 hours a week of work. So, say for us, like I had a, what's it called, like a session last week, where this guy who's doing his going
PhD.
into his PhD, and he was like, don't feel like you have to constantly work.
No.
Like 25 hours a week is fine, and then as long as you read 2 of your actual books. So if I read 2 out of 6 books and then 3 articles, that would be fine.
Yeah.
Like, you don't have to constantly read everything. As long as, in a way, as long as you know what's going on and you
Yeah.
can participate, then it's fine. But don't feel like you have to like get everything done all the time. This
Like-
is really bad. We shouldn't be saying this.
No, but it's true. And like during freshers, my first thing we had the like a lecture by the head of English, and he was like, the ones that aren't in sports and societies and aren't doing social things are the ones that get the worst grades because you're just sat in your room for hours looking at that assignment.
Me.
Whereas like if you but like then you get so hung up on it.
though.
Whereas like if you can have a break from it and you're being and like you're enjoying every aspect of uni.
Yeah, that was me at GCSE and A-level.
Yeah.
I was doing football stuff because I wanted to take a break from it.
Yeah. You need to have
You
a break
should.
from your uni work.
Yeah.
Like obviously it's important,
Yeah.
but you need a break. But even you, like our breaks, like my break is obviously trying to make sure I have decent friends and like going swimming and going out. Your break is watching telly. I mean, I still do watch telly.
Yeah.
But as long as you have whatever works for you.
But in a way as well, it's easier for you to make plans to go out. Whereas
Yeah.
for me, I travel for 3 hours a day.
Yeah.
So that's my downtime in the car with the
literally.
radio on. That's literally my downtime, and then I go home and do my work because like I'm so. As you see, like I do get up early. I do work in the morning. Then I go to my lecture and then I come home. But in videos, it looks like it's really quick, but it's not.
It's not.
It takes me like an hour and a half to get in, and then an hour and a half to get home. So by the time I get home, it's like 5 o'clock. And I'm like, no.
Whereas with me, I walk over the bridge. It literally doesn't even take me 5 minutes.
Yeah.
To get to
I
where
don't
the
even walk
majority
over
of
the bridge sometimes.
Exactly. Like it does not take us long, which is like obviously really good for us.
Yeah,
But then it
some
does make you
sometimes.
lazier. Like I don't get up. Like I haven't got like as Chloe knows that she's been here. Chloe's been up at like 8:30 sitting editing the vlog from this weekend. I've been asleep. And like
Yes,
you
I
sleep,
always-
yeah.
Like on a Monday when I have a 9 a.m. till 1, I normally get up
Back
at
in
7 and then I have an hour to wake up and then I start getting ready at 8.
But
To
then
have
I have
that,
a
like,
nap by
chill-
9 a.m.
To have like that chill time before I get up, because if I don't, then I'll panic and rush stuff.
Yeah.
And like tomorrow, I'll probably, I don't know what time it's going to.
Whereas if I was to have a 9 a.m, I'd have to get up at 6, leave the house at
Yeah.
7:30.
Oh,
Like,
I have a 9 a.m. I leave my flat at 10 to 9.
see, the thing is though, it is
Even
very
I
different.
don't.
Yeah.
And I sort of live easier, but not closer, because I live like
So
further
like
down
5
the
minutes
river than you do.
I think as well, because I'm the type of person that won't get there dead on time, like I have to be early.
Yeah.
Otherwise I just feel so unorganised and so out of it.
I have to be early though.
Yeah, you've got like that. I don't care if I'm late now.
Yeah.
I'm
The
probably
change.
like-
At A level, I was the one that was early. I was the one that did all the work. I was the one that revised.
Late, no work.
I'm the lazy one now.
It's me now.
I've got more organised.
Yeah, you both have got more. I've got less
Like
organised.
with the
I
house,
was
I'm
organised anyway.
Yeah, but I've
Either.
definitely got less organised. Like at sixth form, I did so much work. My life revolved around it. Like I literally, I
Did
stopped.
nothing.
Yeah.
I did nothing
Outside
but
uni, outside
like
work.
apart from doing revision. I didn't even. I stopped. Like I didn't work my job for like 2 months, which I'm really lucky that my job works like that. That I didn't have to go to work.
I was still going to work.
I
Gonna do.
like literally did nothing but revise, and then I came out with 3 C's at A level when I was predicted 2 A's and a B. And because of that, like my motivation has just gone from like
Yeah.
all the way up here to like all the way down here because I worked so hard and didn't get what I want. But
Right.
whereas you're the other way around.
We're nearly on 25
Oh
minutes.
my god.
Do you have anything else to like wrap this up?
I think I said
Like,
like
yes. I don't really. I feel like I've covered everything though. But I was
I
like,
don't
whoa.
I'll just say when you need a house for second year, do it within the first few weeks.
Yeah, seriously.
That is literally all I'm saying.
Because we have, and it's so much easier now that we don't have to worry
There's
about
no like literally the
My
week
flat
after we
mates
got
have
it
a house.
sorted.
They're buying a house.
Really? So
They're
like the
still
week
looking
after
for a
we
house.
got it sorted, there was like no houses left for like 6 people, which is what we needed.
There's
So-
like one left in the place for week
Yeah.
now. And
That
it's
is
one
my
one we
last
looked
piece of
at.
advice. And as much as you're paying £9 for the education and stuff, uni is more about like finding yourself, but it is.
Yeah.
For
And
me
it's
it
about,
is.
like it's about like enjoying yourself and having a good time and having the independence of not even just being away from home because like you still have way more independence because you're doing something completely different.
Yeah.
I mean, if you don't know what you want to do at the end of uni, like I don't.
Yeah, like
I
none of us
came to
really
uni
know.
to figure it out.
Yeah, you know what you
myself.
want to do, but you haven't got it like set in
Yeah.
stone as how you're going to get there.
Yeah.
It will just hopefully happen.
Mm.
Just do a
Which
degree in
is
something
me.
you love. That's what all 3 of us have done.
Yeah.
Literally.
And if you need to take a gap year, take a gap year.
Don't be
Everyone's
afraid to
different though,
go.
because
Yeah.
we've got friends that are taking gap years.
One of my
We've got
flatmates
friends-
is a year older who took a gap year.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we've got friends that have gone to uni. We've got people that have stayed in sixth form because they need the
Yeah.
grades to get into better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
or
And
get
like, as much as
places.
we're all at uni, don't feel like you have to go to uni.
No.
Like, obviously, if you're watching Chloe's channel, you're obviously interested in going to
Yeah.
uni because it's all about uni. But like, don't feel like you have to go. If you're looking around, okay, and you're thinking, I can think of nothing worse than being in education anymore. or
Then uni is not
or
for you.
don't.
Which is
And if you're looking around like to look away, don't be afraid to like stay at home. Like Chloe's not staying at home because she needs to be at home.
Yeah.
That was just like the uni that she wanted to go to. But I think like it doesn't matter if you stay at home. It doesn't matter if you're at home, if you're away. You just gotta do you.
And as well, I had a crap sixth form experience.
Mm.
Like, it was
wasn't the
absolutely
best one,
horrible. I had horrible teachers. No one gave two craps about you. Like, like sixth form for me. Sixth form for me was absolutely horrible. So that's kind of why I looked to stay at home, because I didn't feel good enough about myself to go to a uni further away.
Yeah, you
Like-
didn't have the confidence.
Yeah, like it completely knocked my confidence. So don't be afraid to stay at home.
No, literally. And in terms of like the work, like not the workload, but like how difficult. Amy, stop. Uni work is easier.
Yeah.
At A level, I was getting like, well, I mean, I got 3 C's, but in terms of like my coursework, which is kind of how our like coursework, it's like basically all coursework,
Yeah.
apart from the odd exam that we'll have at the end of the year. I was getting like A's, and at uni that translates for me into 2 1s, and I've got like a first, which is like the highest you can get, like literally. So when we were at like sixth form, we were being told by our history teacher that you're going to get C's, you're going to get D's, you're not going to get into uni.
Yeah.
And then here we are, and we're all getting like 2 1s. We've all got a 2 1 in something.
I was predicted Fs in
Yeah.
was it history?
Yeah.
I was predicted Fs at my history, like the end of year, and I got a D, which may not sound amazing to you guys, but when you're predicted Fs and you're
Yeah.
told that you're not that good and you need
Not
to
good
improve,
enough, yeah.
I was like,
Yeah.
and I got an unconditional here.
Yeah, like if you get, I got an unconditional here and
Which-
didn't take
which the
it.
majority of people
Yeah, like
did,
you
I
both
think,
took
but
your
still.
unconditionals.
Yeah, because
I didn't take mine. I was set on that I wanted to go to the University of Birmingham. I was absolutely set on it.
I nearly applied.
And I think that's why my motivation in sixth form was much higher than a lot of other people, because a lot of people took their unconditionals.
Yeah. I
Fair enough, I probably should have done it, but I was like, no. Because I just thought, well, I'll
Yeah,
get
but
into
you-
Lincoln
Yeah,
anyway.
but you wanted to go to Birmingham.
Yeah, that was the
Whereas
uni I'd
Birmingham
always wanted to go
or
to.
Birmingham City.
Birmingham, like University of Birmingham.
Oh yeah.
So like the entry requirements were really high. I thought I could do it, and I couldn't. And I don't have any regrets because I worked as hard as I could at my A levels and I got what I got.
Yeah.
And to be honest, the fault of our A level grades, we are all more capable of what we got, was the teachers.
Yeah, literally.
That's not just passing the blame, but that is the teachers. So Mr. Johnny, if you're watching this,
So we are officially full up on all this McDonald's.
Yeah, literally.
Despite the fact she sat here eating a Happy Meal, but
yeah, but
But we really hope you guys enjoyed this video. We hope that maybe some of it helps you, maybe answers a few of the questions.
if you have any other questions, leave them.
Comment them and we'll
Chloe
read
will
them.
if Chloe can answer them, she'll answer them. If not, we'll watch the videos anyway.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll be looking at this video for probably like updating if people have
Yeah, exactly.
questions. To know.
So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I shall see you on Sunday for the one. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.